Everything in existence is energy. You, me, the device you're listening on. The air moving through your lungs. Even money, especially money. Money isn't just a physical object or a number on a screen. It's a frequency, a form of energy that carries symbolic, emotional and vibrational weight. It moves through systems, people and decisions. And like all energy, it's responsive to your personal vibration, your beliefs, your emotional state, your behaviors, and the way you see yourself in relation to abundance. Quantum physics teaches us that at the most fundamental level, all matter, everything we perceive as solid, is composed of subatomic particles vibrating at different frequencies. In essence, nothing is truly solid. All things are in motion, in response, in relationship with the energy around them. You are not fixed. You are a constantly evolving energetic field. And the same is true for money. But if that's the case, if everything is energy, and energy responds to energy, why does money feel so elusive for so many people? Why do so many individuals live paycheck to paycheck, feel overwhelmed by financial stress, or carry a deep-seated belief that wealth is reserved for other people? The answer lies in conditioning. We've been taught, often unconsciously, to operate from a mindset of scarcity. From early childhood, we begin absorbing beliefs from our environment, beliefs about wealth, self-worth, and what's possible for us. Phrases like money doesn't grow on trees, or we can't afford that may seem harmless, but they embed a sense of limitation. Add to that the stress we may have witnessed around money, arguments, overwork, anxiety, and it becomes easy to internalize fear or guilt around the idea of having more. By the age of 7, most of our subconscious programming is already in place. These early beliefs form the internal operating system that influences 95% of our decisions and behaviors, often without our awareness. So when you consciously try to attract more wealth, but subconsciously carry fear, shame, or doubt about money, you create a vibrational mismatch. And the universe doesn't respond to what you say you want. It responds to the frequency you actually emit. But here's the empowering truth. You can change your frequency. You can rewire those beliefs. You can shift into alignment with wealth and abundance. And the first step to doing that is awareness. Start paying attention to your inner narrative. How do you feel when money comes up? Do you tense up when you pay bills? Do you believe money is hard to come by? That you must work excessively to earn it? That you're somehow unworthy of financial ease? Most people are operating from a baseline of stress. They've normalized anxiety and survival mode. But stress emits a low vibrational frequency, and that energy repels abundance. So how do you shift that? You begin by choosing new thoughts. You learn to raise your emotional baseline. You start to feel abundant before the physical evidence shows up. Why? Because your emotional state influences your electromagnetic field, and that field attracts experiences that resonate with it. This isn't just metaphysics, it's supported by neuroscience and epigenetics. Research by experts like Dr. Joe Dispenza shows that when we visualize a future outcome and pair it with elevated emotions, such as gratitude, love, or excitement, we begin to rewire our neural circuits. The brain starts firing as if the experience has already happened, and the body, which responds to emotion more than logic, begins to believe it's real. In fact, the body doesn't distinguish between a vividly imagined event and a real one when the emotional charge is strong enough. That's why tools like affirmations and visualization are so powerful, not because they magically create change, but because they train your focus, shift your emotional state, and reprogram your subconscious mind. Affirmations such as, "I'm a magnet for money. Abundance flows to me effortlessly. I am worthy of wealth and all the freedom it brings." These aren't empty phrases. They are intentional reminders that help reshape your identity. But they only work when you feel them, when you embody the energy behind the words. Say them while visualizing your dream life. Imagine what it feels like to already live it. Let your heart fill with gratitude, excitement, trust. Because energy is responsive to emotion, your heart emits an electromagnetic field that is up to 60 times stronger than the one emitted by your brain. When you generate elevated feelings like joy, appreciation, love, you become a powerful energetic transmitter. Gratitude, in particular, is one of the highest vibrational states. It communicates to the universe, "I already have. I already am. I already trust. And remember, what you focus on expands. Let me share a story. There was a woman named Sarah, a single mom with 2 kids working 2 jobs. She was always stressed about money. Then she came across the idea that energy could shift her reality. Skeptical but curious, she gave it a try. Every morning she listed 10 things she was grateful for, no matter how small. A warm shower, a quiet moment, her kids' laughter. She began visualizing a future where she had financial ease. She repeated affirmations, even when her outer reality showed no change. But she stayed consistent. 3 months later, she was offered a new job with better pay and flexibility. Shortly after, a friend introduced her to a business opportunity. Within a year, she wasn't just surviving, she was thriving. The shift didn't start with money. It started with energy. Or take David, a tech entrepreneur who built a company from scratch. He worked tirelessly, 80-hour weeks fueled by anxiety. Yes, the money came, but so did burnout. He was exhausted, disconnected, and unfulfilled. Only after reaching his breaking point did he turn inward. He began meditating, practicing stillness, creating from joy instead of fear, from intention rather than obligation. And the money, it still flowed, but now with ease, not effort. That's the difference between force and flow. That's alignment. So how do you align with the frequency of money? Let's break it down. Step 1. Identify and release limiting beliefs. Write them out. Where did they come from? Are they true? Are they yours? Replace each one with an empowering belief that supports abundance. Step 2. Elevate your emotions. Joy, love, playfulness, gratitude. These are magnetic frequencies. Make it your daily practice to feel good, not just as a reward, but as a strategy for attracting abundance. Step 3. Speak your desires aloud. Use affirmations to shape your self-image. Don't just say what you want. Speak as the version of you who already has it. Believe it, feel it. Step 4. Embody abundance. Ask yourself, if I were already wealthy, how would I think, speak, act, and feel? Begin living from that place, not recklessly but with confidence and trust. Step 5. Let go of control. Manifestation doesn't require micromanaging the outcome. Your job is to align your energy and trust that the universe is orchestrating the details. And remember, the universe doesn't respond to what you pretend to feel. It responds to what you actually feel. You can't fake energy. That's why emotional alignment is more important than the words you say. So don't just want money. Become the version of yourself who naturally attracts it. When that shift happens, money flows to you in unexpected ways. People, opportunities, and ideas begin to align. You stop chasing and start magnetizing. You weren't meant to merely survive. You were born to expand, to create, to live in overflow. Abundance is your natural state, but it's your responsibility to reclaim it, to choose it, thought by thought, moment by moment. You are energy, and money is energy. So the question is, what are you tuned into? Shift your frequency, elevate your inner world, align with gratitude, and you'll see your outer world transform. Because when you change your energy, you change everything.